Good evening, Stevens Point. I'm Chris Watkins.
And I'm Rachel Ellis.
This week on SPTV News, we bring you UWSP's new parking app, dorm computer lab changes, and partner hockey updates.
All of this and more when we return.
For award-winning comedian Rob O'Reilly, life on stage, whether it was an appearance on The Tonight Show or here at UWSP, wasn't always a comfortable one. I sat down with Rob to find out just how he began his road to stardom.
I had a Spanish teacher that encouraged me to do something for a talent show, and I started writing jokes, and she let me try out my jokes on the class. And the night before that, I did them for some friends, and I got like 0 laughs, so like 3 people.
O'Reilly also shared a couple of universal yet valuable tips on how to develop a strong on-stage presence.
Really, like, getting good at doing stand-up is a lot about getting stage time. It's just get on stage as much as you can, write as much as you can in the off time. It's like anything, like the amount of work you put into it ends up, paying off basically.
O'Reilly is currently on tour with upcoming appearances in Ohio and New York respectively. To view more of Rob's work, be sure to check out his social media accounts for different sketch shows, skits, and jokes. For SPTV News, I'm Chris Watkins.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our new sports show here on SPTV, The Locker Room. I am your host, Chris Watkins, and joining me today, Ben Tatuni, Joey Hipsch. Guys, what's going on? How y'all doing today? But this team is exactly what I said they were. They're a team that's going to have a nice number beside their name, but they're really not that good. I mean, when you play against certain games, when the bright lights come on, whether it's against elite competition or now games they should win against unranked opponents, they're not coming up. I mean, they're coming up short. They're only shooting 39% over their last 4 games with a total of 84 for 211 from the field. That's awful. 39% against Indiana, 36 against Nebraska, 38 against Northwestern, 38 against Michigan. That's consistency, but in the wrong direction. I mean, it just... Nah, I never believed in them. I'm going to mention 2 teams. Number 1, the team we just talked about, Wisconsin. When you have wins needing overtime to beat Minnesota, a week later needing overtime to beat Rutgers, then you need overtime again to beat Nebraska, 11th best team in the country. Like I said, nice number. The team's not as good. More importantly, though, Baylor. The Baylor Bears, yes, the team that consistently frauds every season. Their first game at number 1 ever, they lost by 21 to West Virginia. Also ranked team, a Kansas State team who came back to beat Baylor just this past Monday. So they're ranked number 4 now, but stay tuned. Start with what I watched yesterday.
Oh boy.
The bulletproof Baylor Bears of the Big 12. No, to their credit, Kansas lost to TCU, so we'll put that out there.
We'll talk about that a little later.
Okay, but losing to Kansas State again. The Packers-Cowboys storied rivalry has seen 36 games, with 14 of those being decided by 10 points or less, including 3 of the last 5. So anytime they meet, you know there's a pretty good chance it's going down to the wire. Green Bay in Dallas for the first time since January's playoff classic. Dez and the Cowboys looking for revenge, and they found a good measure of it early. Cole Beasley on the receiving end of a touchdown from Dak Prescott, and then Dak ups the ante a bit. That's Bryant in the end zone, 21-6 Cowboys. Aaron would respond, but it's Jones, not Rodgers. The rookie runs it in for the score. Jones with a $125 on the ground in place of Ty Montgomery. Packers trailed 21-12 at the half, but momentum was shifting. Fourth quarter now, Aaron Rodgers, play action, off of Jones right here, decides to go up I-87, finds Jordy Nelson for the touchdown. Packers lead it for the first time all game, 22-21. Cowboys get a field goal and take a 24-22 lead, but Demarius Randall, from the pine last week to the pay dirt this week, pick 6 for the score and the X, 15-yard penalty, but 6 more points. Cowboys down 28-24, but Dak Prescott, crafty, playing a little Zeke-a-boo. Read option off of Zeke Elliott, goes in for the late score. Cowboys up 31-28 with a $1:13 to go, but in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, that's too much time, folks. 16 seconds left. Rodgers, Adams, touchdown, ball game. Those that in the crowd, Devontae Adams, fresh off of that hit just a week and a half ago against Chicago, scores the game-winning touchdown and Green Bay goes 75 yards in 63 seconds. And if you do the math, folks, there's a number 12 involved in that equation somewhere. Rodgers finds Adams again, contorting, leaping, and securing the touchdown. Packers win another shootout, 35-31 in Dallas. Here's Aaron Rodgers after the game. 3-1 Lions, 3-1 Panthers here, 3-3 second quarter, Zach Zenner. That's a lot of Z's, but don't sleep or else he'll score on you, and he does here. Lions go up 10-3, but Carolina would soon respond. Cam Newton on the pitch to Christian McCaffrey for his first NFL score, 10-10, and Newton was just getting started. Later on in the second, Cam back in the red zone, waiting for one of those Devin Funchess routes to develop. You might have heard about him this week. Cam scrambling, finds Funchess back of the end zone for the leaping score, and then later on, Newton going up top. Kelvin Benjamin, outstretched arms, 6 more points for the Panthers. Newton shakes off a rough week in the media, and we find guys like that, it's pretty easy to do so. Carolina 27-24, giving the Packers an NFC North lead. And that's it for sports. I'm Chris Watkins, Newsline 9. We'll be right back.